Brooklyn, New York. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Orbits of Brooklyn.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, you have to wonder where their heads are at as they come in winless on the year at 0-10.
I think a lot of people expect rebuilding years to occur, but I don't think people expect to go 0 for the season in terms of wins.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense.
Leading them out in his 8th season, a guy who has started for a few teams across the league, Jacoby Brissett.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
They're brought out by a 5th-year pro coming off a career season as a passer and a runner. It's Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You look at this Patriots defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd and 3.
Douglas, the man in motion. They just get the play off. Now Brissett.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Singletary trying the left side, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So, Charles, they get to him with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On play action, Brissett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now Brissett. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Brissett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darius Slayton
season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He was brought down at the 26. 5 yards on the play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Brissett.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes coming your way too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Jacoby Brissett back out for his guys' next possession. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
Play fake. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
False start. Offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Brissett now. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Singletary to get the drive started.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Singletary again.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's good. 4 on Brooklyn. 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots 29-yard line.
A give up the middle to Sid. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Douglas, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He finds Douglas complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
To throw again, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. New England trying to get a place on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Brissett. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They go play action with Brissett. Completes it to Douglas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A final shot before break. Jones. His throw incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full
Halftime.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, it didn't break down all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones.
Open man is Duvernay.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the bootleg, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Orbits have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
They run once more with Stevenson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Brissett to throw on first. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and short yardage, Brissett.
That is caught. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. To throw, Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there on third down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3 tight ends up front here, third and goal.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here's Brooklyn once again going offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time.
That'll bring up second down. Now Jones.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Off play action. Jones.
That one finds Hyatt.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Singletary. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Singletary again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A first down throw for Brissett. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He'll get this to about the 38.
He was brought down by Deontay Banks.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Douglas with a grab over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up.
yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Jones on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the give, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Stevenson.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Patriots.
Play action now. Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Henry here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Brissett now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got Bellinger.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Completed to Hyatt.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it leads the NFL in interceptions and merely added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that 1st down and finish the game off.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Brooklyn, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the